Right back out here, round 3 through the Spirit Power, Grace and Mercy of Yahweh Al Shah on this Monday afternoon / evening on this June 24th, 2024 on Monday out here on the highways and hedges, the cheapest concourse downtown Chicago. Back out here again, round 3 through the Spirit Power, Grace and Mercy of Yahweh Al Shah, Water Yahweh Al Shah for that. And I'm rocking thumbs to the elders will occupy as always. So with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Ba'adash. In the Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh, Son, begotten Son, Ba'ashem, in the name of Mashiach, Yahweh Shah. Those are the true names in the ancient Paleo-Hebrew, the last one that I stole the tongue. And I say Barak Thumb to the elders, Aqua, and I say Shalom. This is the book of 2nd Hedges, chapter 9 and verse 1.
It's cold, and then we need to
That's what I said. We need a finger.
You, I guess.
Yeah, 2nd Hedges, chapter 9 verse 1. He answered me, being said, measure without the time diligently in yourself, if thou seest across from the signs past, which I had told you before. Right, so we're going to continue to once again measure the time diligently in yourself, sound the alarm blowing trumpet as being service of prophets of that Father, and so more than ever. 2nd Hedges, chapter 9 verse 2. Then thou shalt understand that the Most High Yahweh. 2nd Hedges, chapter 9 verse 2. Then thou shalt understand it is a very same time where in the highest, which is the Heavenly Father Yahweh, will begin to visit the world which He made. Right, so the Heavenly Father is going to continue to begin to visit this world now, so more than ever. 2nd Hedges, chapter 9 verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes, uproars, and people world. Right, just like I touched on earlier today when I was out here teaching. You had an earthquake over there in the Mantle Islands. I believe that was a magnitude of a 6.3 earthquake. And then we've been seeing the increasing of these earthquakes in diverse places. The tornadoes, the earthquakes, the landslides, floods, fans, pests, and plagues is there too. And this is 2nd Hedges, chapter 9 verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes, uproars, and people in the world. 2nd Hedges, chapter 9 verse 4. Then thou shalt understand that the Most High Yahweh spake of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Hey, shout out to that brother Yahweh that when the prophets in the scene, judgment come between. 2nd Hedges, chapter 9 verse 5. Then thou shalt understand that the Most High Yahweh 2nd Hedges, chapter 9 verse 5. For like all that is made in the world, had a beginning and the end is manifest. Right, so the beginning of the end and the end is being manifest, and that's what we're seeing. 2nd Hedges, chapter 9 verse 6. Even so the times also the highest, which is the Heavenly Father Yahweh, had plain beginning and wonder and powerful works and any effects and signs. Right, so these powerful works and any effects and signs from the Heavenly Father that we're going to be seeing in these times. 2nd Hedges, chapter 9 verse 7. And everyone that shall be saved shall be able to escape by his works, and by favor we have believed. Verse 8 shall be preserved. It says 2nd Hedges, chapter 9 verse 8. Shall be preserved from said perils, and shall see my salvation, and my land within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. 2nd Hedges, chapter 9 verse 9, it reads, Then shall they be in pitiful case which they have abused my ways, right, the ways of the Heavenly Father. They had cast them away despitefully, shall dwell in torment. Verse 10, for such as in that life they have received benefits and they have not known. Verse 11, and they that have loathed my law, right, the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh, while they have yet lived, as a place of repentance was open unto them, understood it not, but despised it. 2nd Hedges, 9 verse 12, the same must know it after death by pain. Verse 13, therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, for whom the world is created. 2nd Hedges, 9 verse 13, then answer I and say, verse 15, I have said before, and now do speak, and I will speak, and it shall also hereafter there shall be many more of them that perish than of them that shall be saved. 2nd Hedges, 9 verse 16, like as a wave is greater than a drop. 2nd Hedges, 15 and verse 1 says, Behold, speak thou of the ears of my people, the words of prophecies which I put in thy mouth, saith the Lord Yahweh. Verse 2, cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Verse 3, fear not the imagination against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Verse 4, for all the unfaithful to thee I eat in their unfaithfulness. Verse 5, behold, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world, sword, famine, death, and destruction. Verse 6, for wickedness hath exceedingly through the whole earth, and the whole works are fulfilled. Verse 7, therefore saith the Lord Yahweh, and I will hold my tongue no more as they touch their wickedness, which they profane and commit. Neither I will suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. behold, the innocent and the righteous blood crowds me, and the soldiers of desert plant tents. Ezekiel the 9th chapter. Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 9. Therefore saith the Lord Yahweh, and I will surely avenge them unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Verse 10, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter, and I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. Right, because this is a modern spiritual Egypt, just like ancient Egypt. Verse 11, but I will bring them out with a mighty hand, and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before. And I will destroy all the lands over them. Second Ezra 15, verse 12, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation shall be smitten with the plagues and punishment that Yahweh shall bring upon it. Verse 13, they that took the ground shall mourn, for the sea shall fail with the blasting and the hail and with the filth of consolation. Verse 14, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Verse 15, for the sword and destruction draweth nigh, and one thing shall stand up and fight against another with swords and hands. Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, they will another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, and of course of their actions shall stand in their power. Second Ezra 15, verse 17, a man shall desire to go into the city, and shall not be able to. Verse 18, for because of that pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread and tribulation. Why? Because of the lack of bread and tribulation. As I get into that Matthew 24, verse 21, you're going to see that these times. So it's going to be numbers of heavy judgments. It's going to increase more and more in these times. It's Matthew 24 and verse 21. Got Matthew 24 and verse 21. Then shall be great tribulation, such as never since there was the beginning of the world to this time or ever shall be. Right, so it's going to be a great tribulation. It's going to be a tribulation time since the beginning of the time of this time, no ever time ever shall be. And these are the times we're about to approach. That's why so much heavy judgment, have much lawlessness, iniquity, and sin is going to ramp up more and more. You know, like it says in Matthew 24, verse 12, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So that's only going to increase more and more as we get closer and closer to these great tribulation times. You know. Yep. Now I'm just going to get into that Matthew 24, verse 6. Yep. Matthew 24, verse 6. It reads. It says, it says, ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must first come to pass, but the end is not yet. Right, so we're going to see these increasing wars and rumors of wars. That's what we're seeing in the world today. So that's why we're seeing so much nuclear escalations and tensions around the whole planet Earth. And we're seeing what's heating up over there about Jehoshaphat. West Asia is heating up. That Russia-Ukraine situation that's heating up, you know. And Russia versus the United States. As that recent attack from over there in Kremlin, you know, the Russia blamed the United States for that. Normally, you know, they usually blame Ukraine for that, but hey, they blame the United States for that. So that is just only going to stir up more tension between the United States and Russia. Hey, like it says in Isaiah 13, verse 17, I will stir up the knees against them, and as for borders for civil, they shall not lie in, and that's what we're seeing these times. Matthew 24 and verse 6. Yep, Matthew 24, verse 6, lock here. Yep, it says, ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must first come to pass, but the end is not yet. Matthew 24, verse 7. But nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence, and earthquakes in diverse places. Right, earthquakes in diverse places, famines, pestilence, and plagues, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. That's what we're seeing in our world today. Hey, that's why we're seeing one nation rise up against another nation, one kingdom rising up against another kingdom, one nation within itself rising up against one another as a nation, and then you're seeing one nation rise up against another nation. You're seeing one kingdom within itself rising up against one another. They're going to see one kingdom rise up against another kingdom. That's what we're going to see more and more these times, you know. Matthew 24 and verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows, right? So these are all the increasing beginning of sorrows going to see it manifest more and more these times, you know. Just like it says in Second Ezra. Says, hey, yeah, right, it do make perfect sense. Hey, like it says, the beginning, like Second Ezra 9 verse 5, the beginning of the end and the ends being manifested, right? So we're going to be seeing this manifested more and more this time. This is Matthew 24 verse 9. Then shall they deliver you up to the afflicted, they shall kill you, and you shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Right, so we're going to be hated of all nations for his name's sake. Standing up for righteousness, standing up for the Heavenly Father, standing up for the names of Yahweh Shemel prophesying in the names of Yahweh Shemel. So you're going to be hated of all nations for his name's sake. just like the prophets of old, they was headed for all nations for the Heavenly Father's name's sake. That's going to be happening to us in this modern day times as well too. Matthew 24 and verse 11, it says, and many false prophets shall arise and shall deceive many. Right, so many false prophets shall arise and shall deceive many. Just like it says in the upper, when you look up upper in Matthew 24 chapter, says, take heed that no man deceive you. You know, take heed that no man deceive you. This is Matthew 24 verse 10. Many shall be offended, and they shall betray one another, and they shall hate one another. Matthew 24 verse 11. And many false prophets shall arise and shall deceive many. Matthew 24 verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Right? Because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So lawlessness and iniquity is going to ramp up more and more in these times. Heavy judgments is going to increase, righteous judgment from Yahweh Shemashah. But it says in Isaiah 45 verse 7, I form the light, I create darkness, I create peace, I create evil. I, the Lord Yahweh, does all these things. So lawlessness and iniquity is going to ramp up more and more and more. Because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Matthew 24 verse 13. But he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved. The same shall be saved, which is the Israelites, has been the sons and prophets of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh down somewhere never, so that's not biblical. This is Matthew 24 verse 12. And the gospel of the kingdom shall be preached unto all the world for a witness, unto all nations, then the end shall come. Right, so the gospel of the kingdom is being preached throughout all the nations for a witness. All to all the nations, then the end shall come. Hey, 2nd Edges 9 verse 5, the beginning of the end and the end is being manifest. And that's a beautiful thing, the water how Allah should shine. Now I'm going to get into that book of Luke 17 verse 28. This is the book of Luke 17 and verse 28. It says likewise also as it was in the days of Lot. They eat and they drink, they bought and they sold, they plant and they built. Right, so this is the modern days of Lot, just like this is the modern days of Babylon, so there's no new thing under the sun. Luke 17 and verse 29. The same day that Lot went out of Sodom and rained fire and brimstone, and from heaven and destroyed them all. Just like ancient Sodom and Gomorrah got hit with fire and brimstone and destroyed them all. Hey, that's going to be taking place in modern day spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah. It's going to get hit with fire as well too, just like ancient Sodom and Gomorrah. And it's this modern day Sodom and Gomorrah, and these are the modern days of Lot. Our great forefather Lot, who was vexed with the biblical conversation. So this is modern day spiritual.
Probably not as busy as it was.
Modern days of Lot. This is modern day time of Babylon. This is modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. So that's no new thing concerning. This is Luke 17 and verse 31. In that day he shall be upon the housetop, any stuff is in the house, let him not come down to take it away. And he that is in the field, let him like not wise return back. Luke 17 verse 32. Remember Lot's wife. Right, so we remember Lot's wife. She got looked back and she got turned into a pillar of salt. So we're not going to look back. We're looking forward to the kingdom of righteousness being established on the planet Earth. Luke 17 and verse 33. It said, whosoever shall seek to save his life, and shall lose it. And whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it. Luke 17 verse 34. I tell you, in that night there shall be two in one bed, one shall be taken and the other left. Luke 17 verse 35. The two women shall be joined together, one shall be taken and the other left. Luke 17 verse 36. Two women shall be in the field, one shall be taken and the other left. Luke 17 verse 37. And they that answer say unto him, whether the Lord Yahweh did he say unto them, whosoever the body is thither, whether the eagles were gathered together. Bring out that book of Luke 12 and verse 51. Got the book of Luke 12 verse 51. Suppose you that I come to give peace on earth, I tell you nay, and ready division. Luke 12 verse 52. For from henceforth there shall be 5 in one house, divided 3 against 2, and 2 against 3. Luke 12 verse 53. The father shall be divided against the son against the daughter, the mother against the daughter, and the daughter-in-law against the mother-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against the daughter-in-law, and the mother-in-law, right, the daughter-in-law against the mother-in-law. Right, so we've been seeing that rampantly a lot in our nation. Now we're starting to see it take a toll on these other nations as well too. Deuteronomy 30 verse 7 is coming to full effect. Hey, the water Yahweh should not shine. That's why so much lawlessness and iniquity and heavy judgment is preaching because of that. We're going to see that increase more and more in the times. This is Luke 12 and verse 54. And he say also to the people, when you see the cloud rise out of the west way, where you say, there cometh a shower, so it is. Luke 12, verse 55, it says, and when ye see that the south wind blow, ye say, there be heat, and it cometh to pass. Luke 12, verse 56, you hypocrites, you can discern the face of the sky and of the earth. Well, how is that you do not discern the time? Right, so how is that you can discern the face of the sky and of the earth, but how is that you do not discern the times? And why we could be able to discern the times. And we'll get into that book of Mark. Yeah, this is the book of St. Mark, chapter 3 and verse 23. It says, he called them unto him and said them in a parable, how can Satan cast out Satan? Mark 3 verse 24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. Mark 3 verse 25. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. Verse 26. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, cannot stand, but have an end. Yep, the second edge now, verse 5, the beginning of the end, and his man manifested. Second edge 6 and verse 9, for Esau is in the world at the beginning of their fall. That's why we're going to see Revelation 12 verse 12 is in full effect as we speak. He's going to come down with ultimately great rags. You know, we had a short time to move, you know. And it's a beautiful thing to see the downfall of the wicked, you know. And all Allah Yahbashim Yahshua. And this is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 1. And I will stand upon my watch, set me upon the tower, when I will watch to see what I shall answer unto me, when I shall answer my reproof. This is Habakkuk 10 verse 2. The Lord Yahweh answered me to say, write the vision, make it plain upon the table, that he may learn and read it. Habakkuk 10 verse 3. For the vision is yet for the appointed time, but that the end shall speak. Not lie, tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, and it will not tarry. Right, so the vision is yet for the appointed time, but at the end shall speak. Not tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, and it will not tarry. Yeah, this is the book of Amos 8 verse 11. Behold, the days come, says the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, no flesh of water, but for every other words from the Lord Yahweh. Right, so it's going to be a famine of words as well too, for lack of bread, for lack of water, but for every other words of the heavenly Father Yahweh. As we're approaching those times, you know, this is what they're prophesying about. It's very important now, you know. It's Amos 8 verse 12, and they shall wander from sea to sea, from the north even to the east, and they shall run to and fro to seek the words of the Lord Yahweh shall not find it. Right, so many shall run to and fro, try to seek the words of the heavenly Father Yahweh and shall not find it. And these are the times we're about to approach. Amos 8 verse 13. And that day shall their it says, in that day shall the fair virgins, the young man faint thirst. Now if I get into that Daniel 12 verse 1. This is the prophet Daniel 12 verse 1. It reads, it says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, was standing up for the children of my people, like Judah and Jerusalem, the Israelites. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was, since there was a nation, even to the same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, like the Israelites. There shall be, it says, and everyone shall be found written in the book. Daniel 12 verse 2. And many of them shall wait in the dust of the earth, shall wait to some to everlasting life, some to shame and everlasting contempt. Daniel 12 verse 3. They that be wise shall shine as the righteous of earth. They that turn many to righteousness, as the stars forever and ever. Daniel 12 verse 3. Thou, O Daniel, shut up the doors and seal the book, given to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. Right, so many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. So Michael the Archangel is definitely going to have to stand up for the children of my people, which is the Israelites, you know, Judah and Jerusalem, the Israelites, Zion to Zion. Now I'm going to get into Jeremiah. This is prophet Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 1. The words that came from Jeremiah from the Lord Yahweh, that God was saying. Jeremiah 30, verse 2. Thus speak the words of the Lord Yahweh of Israel, saying, write these all the words that I have spoken unto thee in a book. The prophet Jeremiah 12, verse 3. The Lord, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will bring again the captivity of my people of Israel, saith the Lord Yahweh, and I will cause them to return to the land which I give to their fathers, and they shall possess it. Jeremiah 30, verse 4. These are the words of the Lord Yahweh thy power concerning Israel and concerning Judah. Jeremiah 30, verse 5. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling and of fear, and not of peace. The prophet Jeremiah 30, verse 6. Ask ye now, see whether a man shall travail the child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman which travails, and all figures are turned to pillars. The prophet Jeremiah 30, verse 7. At last for that day is great, so none is like it. It is even the time of great trouble, but he shall be saved after. So the one that's going to be saved out of which is the Israelites, because everybody's going to be full affected during the time of trouble, which we approach those times. You know? So yeah, this is what we're definitely out here prophesying about. Very important matters of these occupying prophecies, sounding alarm, blowing trumpet now somewhere in heaven. This is the prophet Isaiah. Prophet Jeremiah. We got the prophet Jeremiah 28 verse 8. It says the prophets that had been before the old prophesied both against many countries and great kingdoms and more evil and peasants. Right, so this is what we are prophesying about. Prophesying against great countries and great kingdoms and more evil and peasants. Prophet Jeremiah 28 verse 9. The prophets which prophesy peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then a prophet shall be known that the Lord Yahweh should be sent. Right, just like Ezekiel 33 verse 33 as well too. Now I'm going to bring out that Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1. So everything there is a season and a time of every purpose under heaven. Right, for there is a time to seasons and every purpose under heaven, you know. And we're living in a modern day times and seasons of war, evil, and pestilence. And these increasing biblical signs that's increasing in these prophecies that's about to come to pass and be fulfilled. So we are definitely in those modern day times and seasons and every purpose under heaven, you know. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 2. In a time to be born, in a time to be IE, in a time to plant, in a time to pluck up that which is planted. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 3, and it reads, in a time to KILL, in a time to heal, in a time to break down, in a time to build up. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 4, in a time to weep, in a time to laugh, in a time to mourn, in a time to dance. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 5, in a time to cast away stones, in a time to gather stones together, in a time to embrace, in a time to refrain from embracing. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 6, and it reads, in a time to get, in a time to lose, in a time to keep, in a time to pass away. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 7, in a time to reign, in a time to sow, in a time to be silent, in a time to speak. Right, so we are ultimately increasing in the time of speaking of these prophecies. More people and pestilence, we're going to see it more and more. So we are in those modern day times and seasons that the purpose of heaven, speaking of these increasing prophecies and biblical signs that's about to come to pass and be fulfilled. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 8. In a time to love, in a time of HATE, in a time of war, in a time of peace. Right, so we're definitely living in a time of war, and we're definitely living in a time of HATE. So all this is going to continue to increase. It's going to show forth more and more in this time, you know. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 9. The thing that has been is that which should be, that which is done, that which should be done. There's no new thing under the sun. Right, so there's no new thing under the sun, because these is modern day Tower of Babel. This is modern day Babylon. This is modern day Egypt. This is modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. You know, so like just like the prophets of old, they was on the scene prophesying against great countries and great kingdoms of war, evil, and pestilence. That's what we're doing in modern day times, prophesying against great countries and great kingdoms of war, evil, and pestilence. Sounding alarm, blowing the trumpet now, so whenever. So there's no new thing under the sun. You know? Ecclesiastes 1 verse 10. It says, verse 11. It says, verse 10. Ecclesiastes 1 verse 10. Is there anything wherefore we may be said? See, this is new. It had been already of old time, which was before us. Ecclesiastes 1 verse 11. There is no remembrance of former things. Neither shall be any remembrance of things that to come, was those things that shall come after. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 8. In a time to love, in a time of HATE, in a time of war, in a time of peace. So we're definitely living in a time of HATE, and we're living in a time of war as well too. That's why wars and rumors of wars heating up, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom is heating up as well too. The Valley of Jehoshaphat is heating up now, so whatever. So we're definitely in those times of war, evil, and pestilence. This is Jeremiah 51 verse 1. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I will raise up against Babylon, and send that the innocent that raise up against me, and destroy them. The prophet Jeremiah 51 verse 2. And I will send unto Babylon his famish, and shall famish against your land, for their trouble shall be against him round about. Jeremiah 51 verse 3. Against him that bendeth, let his heart bend his bone. Against him that lifteth himself up in his bridle. Spare ye not for young men, swear ye utter all hopes. The prophet Jeremiah. The prophet Jeremiah 51 verse 4. Thus the slain shall fall from the land of the Chaldeans, and then they are thrust over the streets. The prophet Jeremiah 51 verse 5. It says, for Israel has not been forsaken, nor Judah of his power, the Lord Yahweh of hosts. Though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. Jeremiah 51 verse 6. The real Israel, not those imposters claiming to be us, the real Israel, the real Israelites. Jeremiah 51 verse 5. For Israel has not been forsaken, nor Judah of his power, of the Lord Yahweh of hosts, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. Jeremiah 51 and verse 6, flee out of the midst of Babylon, and let every man's soul be not cut off for her iniquity. For this is the time the Lord Yahweh thy power of vengeance, who will render unto her a recompense. Jeremiah 51 verse 7, Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord Yahweh's hand, that made all the earth drunk. The nations have drunk of the wine, therefore the nations are mad. The prophet Jeremiah 51 and verse 8, Babylon is suffered fall and destroy her out for her, take on her pain, and so that she may be healed. Jeremiah 51 verse 9, we will have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, let us go, everyone says on the country, for her judgment reach up to heavens, lift up into the sky. The prophet Jeremiah 51 verse 10, the Lord Yahweh has brought forth our righteousness. Come, let us declare in Zion the works of the Lord Yahweh our God. Jeremiah 51 verse 11, make like the arrows and gather the shields. For the Lord Yahweh has raised up a spirit to lead the leaders with the Russians. It says, for his device against Babylon to destroy them, because it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh and the vengeance of his temple. Jeremiah 51 verse 12, set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon, make watch strong, set up the watchman. But there are the ambush for the Lord Yahweh has both advised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon. Jeremiah 51 verse 13, hold thou the dwell upon many borders and find the church, thy end is come in the measure of thy covetousness. The prophet Jeremiah 51 verse 14, the Lord Yahweh of hosts has sworn by himself, saying, surely I will fill thee with men, as with caterpillar they shall lift up and shout against thee. The prophet Jeremiah 51 verse 15, he hath made the earth by his power, and he hath established the world by his wisdom. He hath stretched out the heavens by his understanding. Jeremiah 51 verse 15, verse 16 is like it says, when he uttered his voice, there is a multitude of waters in the heavens, and he causes the vapors to ascend from the ends of the earth. He makes lightning with rain. He bringeth forth the wind after his treasure. Jeremiah 51 verse 17, every man is rich by his knowledge, and every fountain is confounded by the greater things. For his multitude also there is no enemies. Jeremiah 51 verse 18, they are vanity and the works of heaven from the time of their visitation they shall perish. The prophet Jeremiah 51 verse 19, the portion of Jacob is not like him, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance, and the Lord will have a host of his name. Jeremiah 51 verse 20, thou hast spoken the war with the thee of a greater piece of the nation, and with thee I will destroy kingdoms. Jeremiah 51 verse 21, and with thee I will break in pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee I will break in pieces the chariot and his rider. Verse 22, Jeremiah 51 verse 22, and with thee I will also break in pieces the man and woman, and with thee I will break in pieces old and young, and with thee I will break in pieces the young man and the maid. Verse 23, and I will also break in pieces the shepherd and his flock, and with thee I will break in pieces the husbandman and his yokes of oxen, and with thee I will break in pieces the husbandman and his yokes of oxen, with thee I will break in pieces captains and rulers. Jeremiah 51 verse 24, and I will render unto Babylon and all the inhabitants of Chaldea and all the evil that they have done in Zion, still to this day, in your sight, saith the Lord Yahweh. Jeremiah 51 verse 25, behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith the Lord Yahweh, which destroy of all the earth. And I will stretch out my hand upon thee, and I will roll thee down from the rocks, and I will make thee a burnt mountain. The prophet Jeremiah 51 verse 26, and they shall not take of thee a stone from the corner, nor a stone from the foundations, and thou shalt be desolate forever, saith the Lord Yahweh. Jeremiah 51 verse 27, set up a standard in the land, blow the trumpet among the nations, prepare the nations against her, calling together against the kingdoms of Asherah and Nineveh, and Ashkenaz appointing a captain against her, causing the horses to come up as a little caterpillar. The prophet Jeremiah 51 verse 28, prepare against her the nations, with the kings and Medes like the Russians, the captains thereof, and all the rulers thereof, and all the lands of his dominion. The prophet Jeremiah 51 verse 29, every man shall tremble and solve for any purpose, and the Lord Yahweh shall be performed against Babylon, to make the land Babylon a desolation without a habitation. The prophet Jeremiah 51 verse 30, the mighty man of Babylon has born to follow, they remain in their holes, their mind has failed, they become as women, they have burned her dwelling places, my bars are broken. In Revelations 18 and verse 1, Revelations 18 and verse 1, and after these things they saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was like this wood. Revelation 18 and verse 2, and he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and it is become the habitation of the seas, and in the hole of every foul spirit, and in the cage of every unclean and everywhere word. Revelations 18 and verse 3. For all the nations had drunk the wine of wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth who had committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich to the abundancies of her delicacies. Revelations 18 and verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that you be not partaker of her sins, and receive none of her plagues. Right, this is for the Israelites. You know, we got to come out of the ways of Babylon mentally and spiritually, because it only promotes evilness, wickedness, and unrighteous greed still to this day. You know, so we got to come out of the ways of Babylon mentally and spiritually, coming back into the ways of Yahweh Shah as us being Israelites. Revelations 18 verse 6. Reward her, and then she rewarded you double. Unto her double according to her works, and the cup which she had filled to her double. Revelations 18 verse 7. How much she had glorified herself to live with this, so much torment and sorrow therefore, for she said, Sit in her heart, I sit a queen, and I am no widow, and said, See no sorrow. Revelations 18 verse 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death, mourning, and famine, and she shall be utterly burnt with fire, for strong is the Lord Yahweh who judgeth her. Revelations 18 verse 9. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication with her, and lived deliciously shall bewail her, and lament for her, and they shall see the smoke of her burning. Revelations 18 verse 10. Standing afar off, for the fear of the torment, saying, at last, that great city, Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour thy judgment come. Right, so for in 1 hour thy judgment come, and Babylon is going to be brutal. You know, that's why we're prophesying. That's why we're prophesying about it more and more these times. You know, so hey, Babylon is falling. Babylon is falling. You know. Now I'm going to get into that Revelations 13 and. Yep, get into that Revelations 13 verse 16. As this is being pushed forth more and more as of late, the pushing of this central distribution currency of cashless society in order to buy and sell. Revelations 13 verse 16. It says, it calls all those for the great, rich, and poor, free of bonds, receive a Quran in his right hand or in his FOREHEADS. Right, so in order to buy and sell, if you don't have that RFID, you won't be able to buy and sell. And this is what they're pushing for more and more and more. This central digital currency, cashless society, digital dollar, digital currency. This is going to be the new form of currency. It's very soon the paper dollar, that's going to be the thing of the past. As we see all the nations are getting closer and closer to the new form of currency in order to buy and sell. This is what they're pushing for. Revelations 13 verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save that he have the Quran, or the name of the EAST, or the number of his name. Right, so in order to buy or sell, you know, if you don't have that RFID and the CHIP of his Quran, you know, even if you're upper class or lower class, you won't be able to buy or sell. But if you do have this RFID and the CHIP for you to buy or sell, you'll be able to buy or sell. And this is what they're about to push. Because paper dollar, that's going to be a thing in the past as we move closer and closer, more and more to this cashless society, digital currency, the digital dollar, the central digital currency. This is Revelations 13 verse 18. It says, here is wisdom, let them have understanding, count the number of the BEASC, for it is the number of a man, and his number is SIX 300 score, and SIX. This is Revelations. Yeah, Revelations 14 verse 8. It says, there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink the wine and wrath of her fornication. Right, still to this day. Revelations 14 verse 9. And the third angel followed him saying with a loud voice, any man worship EASC in his image, and receive his Quran, and his FORE, or in his hand. Right, this is the penalty right here. Revelations 14 verse 10, the same shall drink the wine of wrath of Yahweh, which poured without mixture. In the cup of his indignation, he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone, in the presence of the holy angels, in the presence of the Lamb. Revelations 14 verse 11. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they had no rest day or night, to worship the EAST in his image, and whosoever receiveth the Quran in his name. It's that Revelations 3 verse 10. Yeah, Revelations 3 verse 10, it says, because thou hast kept the words of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So I don't want to rock the side that the Yahweh Shah keep us from the hour of temptation, and we're about to approach those times. Now I'm going to get into that Romans 13 verse 11. And this is the book of Romans chapter 13 verse 11. and that knowing the time, that now it's high time to wake out of sleep. But now it's our salvation there that we believe. Why it's very important for the Israelites, hey, now's that time, the high time to wake out of sleep. It's our salvation is near than we believe. So once all these things come to pass and be fulfilled, hey, our salvation is near than we believe. Even though the Heavenly Father is coming back for the remnant of his people, which is the Israelites. Romans 13, verse 12, the night is far spent, the days at hand. Romans 13, verse 12, the night is far spent, the days at hand. Let us cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Right, so let us cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Romans 13, verse 13, let us walk honestly, it says, let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in striving and envy. Now if I get into Romans 12, verse 1. Romans 12, verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto Yahweh. This is your reasonable service. Right, so come out here on the highways and hedges, prophesy against great countries and great kingdoms of war, even pestilence, bidding Israel to the marriage, whether they're here, ready for here. Continue to making our call to less short now, so more than ever, that's our ability. And this is our reasonable service, more and more increasingly on the side of the Heavenly Father. Romans 12, verse 2. It says, be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what's good and acceptable and the perfect in the will of Yahweh. Right, what's acceptable and perfect in the will of Yahweh, coming back to who you actually being an Israelite, choosing the ways of righteousness, turning away from evilness and wickedness, and that's what's perfect and acceptable in the will of Yahweh, not Yahweh. And be not conformed to this world, but be renewed in your mind. You coming back to being an Israelite, choosing the ways of righteousness, turning away from evilness and wickedness to the best of your ability, and coming back to being an Israelite. Now let's bring up that last scripture, then I'm gonna close out. Water Habashim Shah. Hey, so once again, this is where we out here, come out here to prophesy against great countries and great kingdoms of war, even pestilence, and occupying prophecies, sounding alarm, going choking down some more than ever. This is the prophet Isaiah. Prophet Isaiah 11, verse 11. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord Yahweh shall set his hand again the second time to cover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Syria, and from Egypt, and from Paphos, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Moab, from the islands of the sea. And these are the areas Israelites are still scattered from their ancestors and forefathers all the way down to the modern times. Brothers and sisters. Isaiah 11, verse 12. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations. And I shall assemble the outcasts of Israel and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. Like the outcasts of Israel and Judah from the four corners of the earth. Isaiah 11, verse 13. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversary of Judah shall come off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim. Right, so Judah and Ephraim is not going to envy and vex one another more. They're going to come back together as one stick. Isaiah 11, verse 14. But they shall fly upon the shoulders of the Philistines towards the west, and they shall spoil them of the east together, and they shall lay their hand upon Edom, Idumean, Moab, so-called Chinese, the Moabites, and the children of Ammon, so-called Japanese and Koreans, shall obey them. The prophet Isaiah 11, verse 15. The Lord Yahweh shall utterly destroy the tongue of the Egyptian. With his mighty wind shall he shake his hand over the rivers, and he shall smite it even in 7 springs to make men go over dry shore. The prophet Isaiah 11, verse 16. And there shall be a highway for the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Syria, like as it was to Israel in the day that he came up out of the land of Egypt. And so I'm going to go ahead and close out with the Spirit of God, Mercy, Mercy, and Hawaii Outside. Hey, back out here again, round 3 through the Spirit of God, Mercy, Mercy, and Hawaii Outside, downtown Chicago, on this Monday afternoon/evening, June 24th, 2024. In the Water Habashim Outside once more, for giving us an increase in opportunity, chance to come out and do so, lifting up the days in Hawaii Outside. Hey, the Water Habashim Outside for that. Allah Yahbashim Yashad. Hey, Barak come to the elders Barak and Barak as always. So with that, I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. And the Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh, and his unbegotten Son, Ba'ashem, his name is Mashiach Yahushua. Those are their true names, the ancient heavenly people, those are the gospel of the tongue. That's the love to the elders Barak. Until next time, I will say, Kwam Yasharah, Shalom. Hey, once again, shout out to that brother Yahweh, when the prophets on the scene, judgment coming between. Until next time, I will say, Shalom.